live now. Okay, whatever. You can see my whole microphone now. It was $80, so anyways, my toes are painted this color, so I'm not sure if I want to match. I do want to take a break from like doing my nails because, well, first of all, I start school in 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah. So, and like, I don't want to do my nails now because I don't want to. I know I will be like biting them off when school starts, so they need to be new. Like, so I have a couple options. You can't like see, but I have a giant cardboard box of nail polishes. I want to see if I can even okay, let me mute for a second. I don't know how to do this the best way. Yeah, those are all my nail polishes, and I have more up here, but that's, I guess I'll just start out with, this is like my perfect nude color. So yeah, I never even explained the point of this video, but it's literally just that I'm needing to paint my nails, and I thought it would be a fun, like, kind of relaxing video to do. Like, it's kind of a monotonous task that I'm not, and I have a problem with focusing. You guys can tell, and I can tell when I'm editing my videos, and because I edit them on iMovie, and they're not like, so I'm not really pro here. I'm just going on iMovie, but I can tell I'm like, when you scroll like through the bottom, I'm just like fidgeting around. I'm like looking off to the side. I'm moving my hands, and that's, in my opinion, not relaxing. I don't usually look at ASMR, just listen to it. But I have one really long nail. All my nails were kind of this long, and then I kind of like got fed up, and I was like, you know what, I don't want them breaking off, so I'm gonna bite them off. And that sounds. I don't know. Once again, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep on track because I don't want to run out of things to say. But the YouTubers that I watch video was like, you know, I really enjoy a lot of ASMR artists, like Danny ASMR, or she has two channels, Danny ASMR and Danny Renee ASMR. For some reason, I think it's just like a comforting thing because my dad's side of the family like all has southern accents. That's a thing in Missouri, even though we're like technically considered part of the South, like the Civil War. People have southern accents. I could do like a dialect video too. Like Missourians say "warsh," and they also say like "far" instead of "for," like "farty far." It's more older people. And I've been told that, or I've heard that people from St. Louis have like they say their A's like really like the short A sound ah. They say it like really like ah nasally maybe. My choir teacher told me that. Just like make sure you don't say ah and you soften it up. Because I think we're talking about diphthongs. So I guess like technically I could like run a mile, walk half a mile, run a mile, but I'm not trying to be there that long. Like, that's my problem with running or lifting weights. Like, you want me to just do the same thing over and over again, and it hurts also. And I get weaker as I go on. And I can't breathe and I'm sweating. No. Maybe, like, I don't stick with stuff for that long. So, maybe... Oh my gosh. Somebody is clobbering around upstairs. It's probably my brother. We were watching Jaws, and he turned it off to watch Stranger Things, and he's 8. He's actually 8, by the way. So, that's probably not good. I've never watched it, but I'm assuming it's like not good, because I don't actually know what happens in that show. Once again, lost my train of thought. Because I'm just painting, bro. But, wow. They're really just being so hyped up. Oh yeah, running. Like, I feel like I sound like a Minion meme that's like, exercise. I thought you said exercise, like that's me, for real. But, like, I think, like, am I so out of shape? Or what is wrong with me that I can't, like, find a form of exercise that I like? I've tried, like, weightlifting, not for longer than a week though, like, consecutively. And I've tried running, like, more than weightlifting, because another thing, I'm like scared about starting school. I feel like I've said this, but I don't know. Another thing, a little rant about my work. So we have like food runners and hosts, but we don't have buzzers. The hosts are the buzzers, so you like sit people and bus their tables, but we don't like do reservations or anything, or DoorDash or online orders. The bartenders do DoorDash or online orders. So, whatever. And here's the sitch. I think my nails are still wet. They definitely need another coat, but maybe not tonight because I don't know. I'm staying for college. My boyfriend is staying for college, and he works at the same place, but he's a cook, so he gets paid like, okay, hosts make $13 an hour plus tips, so it's 1% of food sales. So, and you get tipped out from every server because you're only helping the servers. So, like, you'll be making like $18 an hour pretty much. Food running is 14 plus 1.5% of food sales. So that's more like 25, maybe $30 an hour. Like, if in like extenuating circumstances, serving also is like $30 an hour. Like, the past few times I've served, which haven't even been busy shifts, I've probably made like $100 around at least that every time. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But we only have, so our food runner is going to college in next week, pretty much. Okay, turn the gain down because I say half because she doesn't like it, and she doesn't want to work shifts that are running anyways. So nobody can work during the week. Granted, it's only 3 shifts, but I don't want every hosting shift during the week, and then I'm not going to be able to work on the weekends because everyone is going to come back on the weekends and be like, oh, I can host now, I can food on, blah blah blah. So I'm not going to get to work on the weekends, which is like, you make a lot of money on like if you work all day Saturday. And I also won't get to serve because I'm getting 2 serving shifts a week right now, and then like 3 hosting or food running shifts, which it's not like a lot, but I like working 2 serving shifts. I probably could work more, but everyone is not getting enough shifts. So I'm not like in dire need of money. Like, I don't have bills to pay. Like, I'm not gonna get evicted. I'm not gonna not be able to feed my kids because I don't get a shift. So I'm pretty low priority. But my manager, like when I started serving, told me that I was not gonna be hosting or food running anymore. And he said he's not gonna hire anybody for the school year. So I'm pretty nervous because I just can't like go back to that after making $30 an hour. I can't go back to making $18 an hour when he could very easily hire somebody else. It's not even that I'm making $18 an hour because I'm so like fortunate to be making any money at all. It's just the fact that I'm gonna have every shift because he doesn't want to hire somebody else, and he can't get enough shifts for me, even though he told me that he was gonna have enough shifts for me. So I just don't understand that. And like, I don't know, it's just like, when I really think about it, like on a base level, there's not really a problem with it, but just the fact that I don't get to have my normal schedule because everyone else is having their crazy schedule. And like, they're gonna want hours when they're not like when they, I don't know, to me, I just think it's not fair to take off all of these days and then be like, oh well, I still want a lot of hours. Like, you can't have that. You're taking off all these days so you won't get as many hours, and I'm keeping my hours the same. I don't want to have less hours and less money because you want to do an activity. I don't know. It just never like works out because, and the servers don't want to host either because they could be making $100 a night and instead they're making $80, which once again isn't a big problem, but when you signed up to serve, that's probably what you'd want to be doing. Whatever, we can talk about this more. At a later date. So, yeah, here's the finished product. It took me like 20 minutes, I guess, but I have to wait for them to dry, like, even more now. So, I hope you have a great whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bro.